later.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Williams. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. They'll give to Hyde. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. Hyde. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, tried his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is third and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Foles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jake Ryan not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Ace! Slow! 44's the mic, 44's mic. Check.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
from the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got this down to the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll run for it. Hyde. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
It's 4th and 2, and you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, so you have to be definite about your decision about where to go.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Silver. Gold. 180. Come here. 1. Turbo 64. Down to hit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Frank Clark. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
180.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Ace! Ace!
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. It's Hill, complete. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He dumps it to Hyde. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3rd down, Carlos Hyde. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. There's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's got room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 96 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Again to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. We're back now in KC. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. And
that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jags. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
1-1-1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Under.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Amari Cooper, 88 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Let's go, great. Gold. Let's go, great.
Hey,
Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all...
And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They pitch it out to Hyde. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
Zebra. Great. Under. Under. 13. Great. Flat.
Here's Foles. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. A gain of 39 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Over the middle, Cooper with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Back to throw here. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Frank Clark in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First down, a run with Hyde. Room past the 20. As they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big